we're getting down to the end of our questions.
Oh, what's going to be the next one?
You pick one. We talked about this one. My favorite goddess right now is Persephone.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask.
That's okay. That's okay.
Can you tell me what she's the goddess of?
She is the Greek goddess of hell.
I know the story with Hades and the pomegranate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So in addition to my many titles, I'm not claiming all of these titles. These are just hobbies, and sometimes they'll be more than hobbies. But I write poetry, and my poetry has been a wonderful platform for me to digest my life experiences, but also to make them into my art. So I have found a lot of deep resonance with Persephone as someone who was involved in an abusive marriage and left, and there's a long journey of healing that occurs after it, and a lot of it is just not being able to see clearly.
Yeah.
And you might get a decade into your journey and be saying something that happened out loud to someone, and it never struck you as being unusual until you see their reaction. You're like, oh, that actually isn't a healthy thing to happen in marriage. So I walked away from this situation with my self-esteem and self-worth just completely decimated. And even though I had a nice normal family, I viewed myself as the bottom of the barrel. I held a lot of beliefs about myself, about a God, as I understood God at that time, which has since evolved. And so a lot of my poetry is quite dark, but quite beautiful, because it's a part of me, for better or worse. It's a part of me, and when we come into our wholeness, we don't get there if we're not willing to accept the dark.
Right. So is that why do you feel like you identify with Persephone? Like yourself? So that's that.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, because she came to accept her position. She was a rape survivor. That's part of her mythology, and she overcame it, and she became a deity. She became immortal. She accepted where she was. There's other stuff that I'm glossing over.
Yeah,
but really cool mythology, and certainly worth a gander if you've been through some stuff. There's a lot of inspiration for healing out there. Yeah, I like her.
You just like her. She's your friend.
Her. Yeah,
I like
she's my girl.
Okay, so for our last questions, I guess let's talk about any programs that you have going on.
Oh God, my programs right now. I just hired a marketing team because it's hard to run a business by yourself.
It is.
And I feel like I just got to the point now. I've been in Baton Rouge for 4 years, so totally different incarnation of my business as I knew it at home. Although I had always worked in similar veins, but they're helping me get organized. I have a couple books on the horizon.
Oh, yay!
I have a couple of evergreen courses that I do run as groups, but right now they're presently go at your own pace. One is called Soul Survivor, and that is a course to help people address their codependencies, find a deeper sense of themselves, identify and work with their relationship attachment patterns, and to actually conquer love loss addictions. So that's an interesting area because often, whether we're conscious of it or not, following ends of romantic situations, there's a lot of addictive tendencies that go on. So sometimes it's overt obsession, and sometimes it's sabotaging things as you get closer to someone that you might really grow with. So that's a big project of mine right at this moment. I do have 2 books that I'll be working on editing spent my whole quarantine writing. There are 4 books, but only 2 of them are going to come out.
That's exciting. I think learning attachment styles really helps you look at your shadow self as well. And that is something that I'm going to be very interested in learning from you.
Thank you. And tell us about your programs that you have presently.
So right now, I take one-on-one clients if somebody prefers that, and I've written one workshop. I guess it's a course more than a workshop, but it's helping somebody transition to plant-based lifestyle. And the goal of it is, I've written it as a 12-week program, meeting 6 times every other week. And every time we meet, we'll present new information as to why you would want to be plant-based, and what you would like to incorporate, and discussion. It's a group thing, so we're meant to all support each other. But every week we either add something into our eating habits, or we take away something. So by the end of the 12 weeks, so not when you first arrive, but by the end of the 12 weeks, you should be completely plant-based. And my goal is for somebody to live that way fully for, at least 60 days, and see how it helps their body, like see how it affects them. And after that, take time to reflect and decide how you want to carry this information and this knowledge that you now have mentally, but also in your body, how you want to carry that forward. Do you want to be somebody who's completely plant-based? Do you want to be somebody who's like 85%, kind of like me? Or do you want to be like, as long as it's after 6 p.m., I can have what I want? Those are, there's different ways, because we're just trying to move in that direction as much as we can, however it feels best for us. And I'm also, I didn't write this one, but I am certified to teach the Sacred Cycle course, which is all about women's cycles. It's all about working with your body. It relates it to the different female archetypes that we identify with throughout the month, different seasons. Because every month we go through spring, summer, fall, and winter. We go through those in our body, and what foods that we can eat that support that, what lifestyle choices we can make that can support that. And it's just amazing. I love that topic so much, and I feel like I went to an all-girls Catholic school and I was not given this information. Even if you take out the more hippie part of it, I feel like just the biology of it, I wish I would have known. Like, birth control, and what it actually does to your body. And not to say it's completely bad. Everybody has the right to choose, but if you're taking it for the purposes of covering up symptoms, then you're not addressing those symptoms. Mm-hmm. And that's the original reason I got on birth control. And I just wish I would have had more of this information to help my body feel better, and then make that decision later if I wanted to with a partner,
Yeah.
But those are the 2 courses that I am getting ready to launch. And yeah, I'm very excited about both of them.
I'm very excited about both of them. I need to get into that flow course for sure.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Talk about Ayurveda in it too.
I remember I've been off of birth control for about 10 years, but I remember getting on it right before I started college, and I started having like illnesses regularly every month. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor was just like, that's your body now. I'm like, no, it's not my body.
We're not meant to be in pain. Like, yeah. I know Eve did a number on us, but like, this isn't it.
The state of ill health is just now your body. It's like, oh yeah. No, that's not it. That's incorrect. But yeah, I wish I had known, even just to be able to get to slow down when you have your period, or knowing that I'll have more energy when I'm ovulating.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, that makes a difference.
Yeah. You can know, if you map out your cycles, you can know, how to plan your life better. and by that I mean use whatever stage you're in your cycle to your advantage, because there are strengths in every part of your cycle, and if you don't realize it, then you don't have the opportunity to tap into it. So I just love it.
I love it too. I'm so happy we got to have this conversation. Finally, it's been a long time coming.
Me too, and I haven't seen where you live now, so this has been fun for me.
Yes, and you met my puppy dog, my roommate's puppy dog, my puppy dog by proxy. So, thank you so much. Give me a big hug.
Thank you so much for having me.
And until next time, my friends, I send you much love. Mwah.
Peace and love.